So, last session, having brokered a somewhat peace with Braytarth to the north, Nildeyr, having sensed the crystals of time, have uh, manifested back in the world, mixed to the location where he appeared in this timeline again, only to find the ruins of the tower he was studying in have magically appeared in the area. Splitting up to search for the crystal here, Lyric flew into the air, only to be greeted by a mysterious, out of nowhere, young blue dragon. Having managed to talk him down out of a fight, Nyarlathotep shows up out of nowhere, locating the crystal, in which Nildeyr touches it, and a mysterious pulse sends out into the area as a crystal forms on the ring he forged with Silel.
As he now, kind of like touching an infinity stone.
Yep. As the whiteness under from touching the crystal reverts back to the world, he responds with a simple line after Victor asks him if he's okay.
Cool, you missed a small part of the recap, though.
What'd I miss?
You missed the crystal ball call with Braytarth and the White Bitch.
Oh yeah, whatever. Yes, they talked with one of the other chromatic dragons, Yuki to the north, where they plan to make a journey up to there at one point, but need to wait for weather to be more agreeable.
We need to wait for blizzard season to end.
So yeah, you feel like a energy wash over you, as does everyone else here. I forgot to say it in the last session, you get a level up from this, so you can do that over the course of this session if you want.
Oh, neat.
That's my bad, I forgot to mention that last time, so...
Yeah, we could have had a week to level up, that'd be nice, but thank you, wonderful, great.
Did I just hear level up?
Yes.
Yeah. So I'm gonna quickly be doing that. We could be always doing that while waiting for Skull.
Speaking of which, everyone do a perception check.
Cool. Perception. 11. Make a wish.
6. Huh, that's... I might feel that strange energy. That's just me.
So yeah, you can roll for your dog too. As Victor is reeling from the solar flare that got blared into his eyes from the crystal resonating, can't see crap. Everyone else noticed, because it's not that hard of a check. Nildeyr, you notice that big blue dragon's disappeared. Lyric and your dog notice both Mountain Blood and Nyarlathotep are gone too.
So Vader's just rubbing his eyes like, oh. That's a problem.
Huh, people have disappeared.
Awesome. That's brisk.
Huh.
Why constantly burning it with a flashback in my eyes?
So who's gone again?
You only notice the dragon's gone. You don't notice the other two because you didn't roll good enough to miss them. But the dragon's pretty easy to miss that he's gone. So, what are you guys going to do?
Hey guys, where'd the dragon go?
No idea. Where's Mount Blood?
Hey, Mountain Blood's gone? And Nyarlathotep, Nyarlathotep, whatever we want to decide to call him, he just kind of wanders off from time to time, so I'm not too worried about.
He was standing right next to you.
He doesn't wear off that fast.
Hey, he's pretty stealthy. He's a sneaky, chaotic little boy. Oh, we're the same age, but yeah.
Was there like any sound or anything that signified that they disappeared?
None whatsoever.
Nothing. So it's just like, oh, they're gone.
Yep.
Nothing beyond the bloom of energy, right?
Nope. Because the crystal pulsed, but it didn't do any sound.
So 6 plus con modifier.
And I forgot to make a token for the crystal again.
Shame.
70.
Yeah, it's right here.
Oh, it was right there, right? Now
No,
in
it's
the
still there.
ring. It's still there?
Yeah.
I thought you said it went into the ring.
Part of it broke off into the diamond, new diamond on your ring, but it's still there.
Curious and curious.
Give me an Arcana check quick, though, Nildeyr.
Can do. That daggum Arcana. 19.
You can feel the energy of time that was pulsing through you. When you look where those dragon scales were forming, they are gone. You feel as though they are now under control for the time being. And you can now cast Mage Armor at will with no issue.
Cool.
But you feel as though some modicum of time controls under your control. You can now, as an one-time daily, without using your spell slots, cast Haste. But you feel that would cause issues if you use that, but...
Cool.
There will be complications potentially for using that.
Haste, complications, 1 time stone, 1 daily. Got it. Just adding it to my notes.
And like I said, it does not expand a spell slot to use.
Cool, cool. We got a level 9 now?
Yes.
Oh, level 5 spells.
No, you stupid dragon, I don't know what's... Where dragon... And why are you guys back?
Oh.
As Nildeyr pops back into existence.
Sending.
That was fun. Can I do it again?
Where'd you go?
What do you mean? I didn't go anywhere. I just was standing here and you guys all disappeared. It's just me, the big guy, and the dragon just standing around here.
Yeah, no, you, the big guy, and the dragon disappeared.
Huh.
Does that sound like plain old shift to lyric?
Let me read that spell description since you gave me that spell directly.
I love having a high arcana bard.
Mm.
It kind of seems like it could be like a time version of plane shift, yes.
She's
As you
gonna
can
make
kind
a
of see the
mental note.
residual magic kind of still lingering on him and all of you.
And Wall of Force. Okay, I'm good with my.
The energy that's emitting. Was there some sort of arcane vibration that happened with the shift of time or anything that like that when he came back?
I'll let that roll slide with that one. Yes, it seemed to be kind of like a pulse emanating from the crystal around the time it happened.
Is this crystal still in somebody's hand here,
It's-
or is it with the?
That crystal, for reference, is about the size of a human. It's a huge crystal. No one was holding it.
Okay, so it's just
It is
kinda like
floating
right
in the
here?
air, though. Like 2 feet
Okay.
off the ground.
Okay, where is it exactly?
Right there. I don't...
Yeah. just
Okay.
saying it.
Lyric's going to approach it, and she's going to do something unusual. She's going to pull out her lute, and she's going to try and mimic that vibration that was caused with sound, and see if she can figure out something with that.
Okay.
While Lyric is doing that, Victor's going to figure out how much time has passed, whether they've lost time or gained. If time has passed, there's a big shift and change. So when you leave, we're not like God knows how many days, hours, years in the future or whatnot, or the past.
Let me go ahead and do this. And she's just going to go through her chords and just see if there's anything that gives off, because sound is vibration. So
Okay.
that's kind of how she does her magic. It's through vibrating, the arcane and with sound. So
So you start with, like, just a basic A chord. Nothing. Switch to a B minor. B. B sharp. C. Trying to remember some stupid chord name from my bet when I used to do music, but I can't. But after a couple of them, you seem to, like, something resonates as the crystal starts vibrating. As you are now sitting in a... Well, actually, I'm going to do this different. Sorry. Oh, where do they go? Is you're standing in the place with that dragon. Elf lady, explain what's going on.
she'll just kind of look at him and go, I just figured it out, I think. The crystal was emitting some sort of pulse/vibration that is similar to a planal shift, but it's more with time than it is existence. I was just tuning my lute to it. If you want to come back, just kind of listen, and I'll take your claw.
Let me check something here. What is his intelligence score at this age of life? Decent, but not super good. Sure.
Stranger danger, no.
And she'll motion the Mountain Blood to come too. 'cause
Mountain
I'm
Blood isn't
assuming he's
here.
there. Mountain Blood's not here. Okay. And she'll
Great,
just be
the
like,
big
"Okay,
guy's gone. Ugh. This is
we
confusing.
might have changed places when I hit my instrument." And she'll go ahead and hit her lute again on that chord that she played. That's a 17.
Yeah, since you know which chord you were trying to play, it doesn't take you long to get there, but in the meantime, we're going to go back to the other group. As Lyric just disappeared when she seemed to play her lute by it.
That's a hell of a thing.
Oh, that's interesting.
So Nildeyr, I had to ask a question.
Mm-hmm.
Wouldn't you shift between mostly more time and space?
Victor,
We're
make a
getting some echo off me, G.
dexterity save.
Huh?
Make a dexterity save.
Oh, me? Okay.
And Timmy G, we're getting a bit of echo off of you where we were a moment ago.
Is that coming from...
9. The arrow for cover as well?
Nope, he's not in range of it. As the dragon materializes on top of you, he is now standing on... you are prone, and he is standing on you, and you take 5 points of bludgeoning damage.
Joy.
Ugh.
Ow.
Okay. Looks like I'm back with you guys now.
Victor's just tapping his foot, banging his foot like, please get off of me.
Oh, sorry. As he kind of lifts his hand up. As he takes a step up.
Hmm. That's interesting.
Mm.
So, resonating with this crystal seems to do weird things to us, yes?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. That's the short of it.
To touch or not to touch? Another tip kind of looks at it. I think it better... That kind of weirdness doesn't suit me. I shouldn't touch.
That's
That is
way
a
too
smart
chaotic,
decision.
unless you want to lick it. But on a serious note, do not do that.
Lyric's gonna try one more experiment.
Bag it up.
She's gonna take the chord that she played to resonate with the crystal, and she's gonna play the complete opposite chord to see what happens when she plays that near the crystal.
I can't believe we're just skipping our Ocarina of Time.
Okay, roll.
Seriously, just don't Groundhog Day us.
The 22.
Nothing seems to happen.
That's good.
Okay.
Because if all went to shit, you could have blown up the crystal in our face.
Yeah.
She's
Or
about to
switch
try to
faces.
blow up the crystal in our face by distorting the note that she used to teleport.
Nothing seems to happen.
Okay. Just kind of looks. Okay, just had to make sure.
You have to make sure you didn't destroy the crystal and kill it. Warp us in space and time along with it.
She kind of looks at you. I think there's like multiple of these. At worst, it would have just destroyed this area. It's better than us taking it into town and then somebody figuring out how to do it.
Well, there are multiple of them. There's 2 more. At least 2 more.
Generally, when dealing with strange magic you have barely any control over, messing with it tends to lead to dangerous consequences regardless.
Lyric just looks at Victor.
Especially where time has evolved.
Lyric just looks at Victor. I have complete control over this, actually.
Really? Go ahead.
Victor,
means.
Victor,
she's like, okay, come here, Victor.
No, no, you can show me from right there.
Victor, Victor.
I'm right here.
Victor. You worry too much. I
I'm
feel
right here.
fine.
Okay, she's gonna take Nylathotep's hand, and she's like, okay, she's gonna play the note that she used to transport the plane to
Nat one.
existences.
Close.
Poof. You're in that one area again.
You're in the back
And then
rooms.
she places it right back again.
Oh, I see what's going on here. I didn't get a time to explain it. The sky.
Oh, now she looks at Nylathotep. Well, now you can explain it with everyone here, so you don't have to say it twice.
Oh, but I like saying things twice. Yeah,
She'll kind of lean into him. Well, then just say it louder this time.
So yeah, the sky. It was nighttime, but it was a weird nighttime. It wasn't the normal constellations and stars you saw in the night. Did anyone happen to see that? Looks over
I
at the
saw
dragon.
A lot of things.
Blair just kind of looks at it. I mean, I can go and see it anytime I want, but
Yeah, it was almost like we were... What's that plane where the gods are?
Celestial plane, astral plane, astral.
Yeah, that's it. The astral plane.
There you go. One of those fancy synonyms.
okay. So this crystal brings us to the astral plane.
I can only assume that's where Mount Blood is right now.
And I got a nice piece of it, so I'm happy.
Now I wonder, will we randomly get sent there when this crystal seems like it wants to do it, or do we have to enforce it?
Are you saying the crystal requires consent rather than
Lyric's gonna walk
command?
like kind of this way, all the way over here. Can you guys hear me?
What?
What?
She'll go. Can you guys hear me? And she just boosts it with minor illusion.
Oh, that's for playing. One sec. I have a thing for this.
What?
Maybe. What do you want?
Just yells as loud.
She's just gonna shrug. She'll just play that note to see if she disappears, being this far away.
So, going back in time a few thing here. Mountain Blood.
Yo.
You were appeared after that pulse of the time crystal went out when Nildeyr touched it. For a little bit, it was just you, Nylathotep, and the blue dragon here. But a few seconds ago, your blue Nylathotep disappeared as he was arguing with the dragon. Now listen here, you little half-elf. Oh, so just disappear on me. Great. Ugh. Can you believe this crap, big guy?
I can't. But then again, I'm just barbarian. Can't believe a lot of things. What'd you do?
I didn't do anything. These crystal things keep appearing and sending me forward, and he disappears.
Oh, crap.
Give
Is
me a
there-
perception check.
I say, is there one of those crystals near me? Perception, as soon as it loads. Come on.
By the way, you weren't here for it. You did get a level up to Skull. So
Ah, okay. Still loading. Damn. 4.
yeah, you think you're in that same broken down watchtower you're in before, but something about it seems off. You just can't place.
Mm.
You think you're hearing voices in the back of your head that sound like your party, but your group, but you're not quite sure.
Am I in the future or are they in the past? Hmm.
We'll never know. You just have to find out. Next time on Samurai Jack.
So what are you gonna do?
I think I am going to check out maybe some of the other places to see if the voices get any louder or quieter. So head up towards this broken down tower here. And look.
After a few little bit, you hear Lyric more loudly coming back from where you were, and then you hear the sound of her lute, and she's gone. As you were about to hear, as the lute ends, you hear, "Wait, did you see that?" As he was Nyletotep.
So was it
It was coming from back over that way, southeast of you, where you were before.
I'll kind of backtrack a little bit. How high are these walls?
They range from about 3 feet to about 10 feet.
Okay. I'll just in some of the low points I'll kind of stick my head through just to see if there's anything on the other side.
Bricks, trees, ground, nothing special.
Okay. Start heading back.
You hear Lyric yell out, "Can you hear me now?"
And I'll respond, Lyric? Is that you? Hello?
Give me a never mind, you did play it, I believe. Trying to remember where people were here. Give me a second. As you play your lute, and stuff seems to go back to normal for you, Skull. Mountain Blood. Not your screen name, your actual character name.
Yeah. Oh, you're back. Right? You're back.
Oh look, it's the big guy. The dragon goes.
Where'd you go?
What do you mean? Where'd I go? Where'd you go?
Oh, you disappeared on me.
No, you disappeared on me.
I haven't gone anywhere.
Have any of us gone anywhere, really?
Lyric's just gonna walk back to the group. Well, technically, the right word to ask is when, not where.
Oh, no,
Wait,
it's
what?
one of those deals. Why do I taste copper? My head hurts.
That
So,
is
what
actually
happened?
a really good question.
Not entirely sure.
DM, would we have any visual or any way of perceiving when we are when Larry does that? It's just us the actual see. I've got nothing in my kid that'll let me determine that. At least not off the top of my head.
Well, that pops up. If I only knew sending, we could probably try to talk to somebody, but and that's
Oh.
something I can
I know
typically
sending.
do.
I only have a sending stone.
I have
That's
sending.
only one of them. Oh, that works.
But I may not know the person you're trying to contact.
So, just so I know, above game, is everyone at level 9 or 8?
Yes.
9.
9.
9.
A mighty 9. Okay.
So who you gonna try to cast sending on?
Well, it depends who Nylethrotep was going to try to contact.
Anybody.
But
Emperor, your dragon friend, someone at the guild,
so what are we trying to
Victor's
figure out
mom.
again?
I don't know.
We're trying to figure out when we time planar shift to the Astral Sea. Are we in the future or in the past? Actually, hold on. Just for general knowledge about the Astral Sea, like whether time stands still or free flows. What would I need to do to determine that? 'Cause that'd be a knowledge plane. The way I remember it's knowledge planes from 3.5.
Arcana or religion
I'm gonna take Arcana.
with disadvantage.
That's fair. Don't need it. 22.
Well, since you didn't actually go to that plane of existence this time, you do not know. You'd think, from what it sounds like people were describing, time passed at the same rate there, at least.
Well, I said, based on the one shift, but I didn't actually go any further, it sounds like time is free flowing. So it is Astral Sea, but it's still linear. If I had to guess, it's probably simultaneous time. We're just shifting out of it, out of the current timeline to somewhere else.
Hmm.
At least that's what I remember. When last time I looked about the planes, different planes of existence. It's and how it interacts with time. That's what I remember. Like, feel free to, for the people who are literally our primary spellcasters, to chime in. Now's your opportunity. Do 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 do. Still, there's literally just chiming along with Victor as he's doing this. Please say yes.
Now, the other thing I remember from Chaos is he didn't like messing with time because that could get too messy.
Yeah.
There's no real god to wrangle that in.
That's slightly more concerning. Anyway, so if we're done messing with the time crystal, we basically need to figure out what are we going to do with it. Can't just leave it for some random passerby to slap and accidentally rewrite all of existence, or at least rewrite the timeline in some catastrophically horrible way.
Yeah, and what am I supposed to do? Apparently,
It's
I guess
also-
everyone I know is probably dead.
May not be. I think we discussed this. It may not be everybody. We just need to get someplace
Possibly.
catch you up.
Ah, but this thing is huge. It's person-sized.
Actually,
Um,
wait a minute. Hey, Mr. Timmy G, you know that setting stone I have? Who did it go to originally? 'Cause I know it's a two-way, but
Basically, it was a room full of other ones that basically it's in the capital.
oh, so it's basically a not telegraph. What am I thinking of? Switchboard.
Basically,
Type of
yes.
setup.
Bum, 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 bum.
So, we're just gonna pull out the setting stone and just start tapping it to activate. Hey, who's on staff today?
This is the main guard tower at the capital Sirius. Where is this mission transmission coming from?
Victor will pull out his map. Note the latitude and longitude of where they are, and say we are currently in a set of ruins near the capital. This, by the way, this is Victor Felmont, Cadus Fortuna. The company.
Yes, you left on your mission to the north, as Silel told me. I will have him get in contact with you as soon as possible. Over.
I do need to talk to him because there's been a small development adjacent. Is he in the capital?
He is. I will have him get in touch with you shortly. Over.
Acknowledge. Over.
this
So
thing is...
that's all. That's not necessarily solves the problem, but it does get the ball rolling.
As the magic from the sending stone fades, you can't use it for another day now.
Yep.
Ugh.
Because the very least, I know you and Silo have mentioned something along these lines. So, or at least have knowledge of it. So I'm gonna leave it up to the experts to figure this out. Also, I'm pretty sure Silo can talk to our friend here and get him caught up.
Who is this Silil you speak of? The blue dragon kind of spurts out.
He is... I'm just going to rip this wound covering off. He is an ancient gold dragon.
Oh, okay then.
Look, I know it's not the best of options, but
The one we mentioned before.
yeah,
Oh.
it's rather. I think it'd be better if you talk to one of your own people. We can help you out rather than. Well, I'm pretty sure you know. He did say he knows Braytarf, at least back when. Braytarf is a ways away.
No, he was saying that red and blue dragons just don't get along, so he wanted to stay away from him.
Yeah. Oh, that okay. That was fair. That was not him. So yeah,
Yeah,
Silo
chromatic
won't-
dragons tend not to get along with other dragons.
times have kind of changed.
Metallic ones can be more amicable to other dragons.
Yeah. Well, but just put it on. This one's a bit more amicable given events. So better this than dealing with Braytarf. And he says that he's saying that of all due respect. Other than that,
Huh.
so let's see.
Nildey's just going to look at the little bit of the crystal that is in the ring, and then look back at the larger crystal, and then back to the small crystal, and then back to the large crystal, and try to figure out if there's any way these two are still connected.
The crystal is now on a horse.
Huh?
Never mind. That was a bad joke.
So, executive decision until we hear back from Silo, we should probably make camp.
There there should hopefully be some way to make this crystal more manageable, because as its current size and state, it's a bit too large to move something that's not safe to touch.
Hmm.
Yes?
No, I'm just not gonna lie. This is sort of out of. This is definitely completely out of my wheelhouse. I'm more elemental, if you kind of noticed. Less esoteric.
Well, as unfortunate it is to say, I suppose you could call me the resident expert, and even I'm stumped.
Lyric, Mountain Blood, you two haven't had any hot ideas? Something really useful right about now?
You mean
Sorry,
to
I was-
make the crystal smaller or to get it transported? I thought you were already on that.
We're
Well,
trying to make it possibly smaller so it's easier to transport, rather than transporting a person-sized crystal that's not safe to touch.
Hmm.
in
Think,
worst
think,
case, I do
think,
have bags of
think.
holding. I think I've got at least two of them, one of which I can empty out. If we have it smaller, I can pop into that. So at the very least, it's not it's not a giant beacon for whatever ne'er-do-well wants to come by and mess with it.
Hmm.
Well, we have to be careful at the same time because, as both me and our dragon companion here can attest to, they are quite volatile.
You've got the bag of holdings. I don't know what else you'd want us to do.
Enlarge, reduce.
I don't think casting spells on magical items work on them.
Hmm. Fair enough. Well,
Unless you do, Mr. Timmy G.
You can try.
Really don't want to use a spell slot, but
I was either spell slot or I try to shove it in bag of holding and it blows up. Probably the bag of holding at the best rate.
As you're saying that, you hear massive flapping sounds
Oh, there it is.
Yeah, that's
Well,
probably
problem solved.
Silo.
as landing on the area next to you. You see Silo in his full dragon form as he shrinks behind the place he landed, and he comes walking around the corner. Ugh. So I see you guys are back, and he sees the blue dragon sitting there. Kind of points at it.
It's a long story.
Where did you come from?
Bitch just thumbs over to time crystal.
when did he come from?
Yeah, time crystal. And he just kind of thumbs back over to the person-sized crystal sitting next to Nildeyr.
Oh, yes, the crystal that, he kind of walks up close to it. Yes, I remember seeing this when I was young. You were investigating it 1,000 years ago, Nildeyr, and we thought it blew up and killed you.
It kind of did blow up, but it didn't kill me, and so that's how I ended up here. But it appears that the crystal, as well as a couple others, have just reformed after 1,000 years.
Ah, looks over to, the blue dragon. I assume you're another victim of said time shenanigans, it seems. Yes, I would appear to be so. Ugh. So, you're one of probably 10 other dragons left on this continent? And by far the youngest. So Dragon's Bane kinda got his way, didn't he? Yeah, a couple of them did. Unfortunate. I know a lot of them, not all killed, a lot of them, older ones, fled the continent. Went way south of here, beyond his reach. So, you're not part of an endangered species, at least.
I hate to break up this informative good news. However, we have a small situation on our hands. As do you have any idea what we could possibly do with the remainder of this large, very volatile crystal?
He kind of walks up to some of the stone here and kind of taps on it. Well, from the looks of it, though it looks like this is in ruin, most of the stones here in pretty decent good shape. Kind of walks around. I mean, seems like it appeared here around the trees. I imagine we could send some people down here, reconstruct the fortress around it, and keep it as set it up as a base to keep it safe while we figure out more what to do with it.
We just wanted to make sure that it wasn't going to be left exposed, so any random person walking up could end up coming across it and causing time to collapse in on itself.
Or just getting shunted into the future, past, whatever. So on and so forth.
Well, what year looks over to the dragon? What year were you last remember? I 323, I think? I don't know. So yeah. So sounds like he was also from the past, so can maybe assume this time crystal only goes forward in time, but we do not have any data to disprove that or prove it. But it's a working hypothesis for now. Wouldn't you agree, Nildeyr?
Considering that 2 out of 2 occasions that are currently standing here have only been launched forward, we can at least speculate that for the moment until proven otherwise or until other information shows itself.
Lyric's just gonna walk up to the gold dragon. You want to see? And she's gonna hit the note.
Hold on to your butts.
Oh boy.
Okay.
Oh boy. Lyric's playing the brown note again.
As you and Sila are now in the appears to be the astral plane version of this existence.
She just
Oof.
looks at him. This is where it takes us.
Now that is something else. As he kind of looks up to the sky. Kind of like an astral projection. He punches this wall, and it crumbles down.
Neat.
Meanwhile, in
The real world.
On this planet,
In the
this planet plays
ordinary
existence.
world.
that wall just crumbled in front of you.
What the hell?
What just happened?
I have no clue.
Ooh, who did that? When are you gonna replay the sound lyric?
When the gold dragon's done being in this plane of existence.
Okay. Right after he punches the wall. Send us back, lyric.
Bloop.
Wow, you've been rolling nothing but upper echelons for those today.
Not a couple low ones, but
So interesting. You see that lyric? Points to the broken down wall in this reality too.
so our effects have something. She's gonna play her lute and just only try and get herself into the astral plane because she's gonna try something.
Okay, so you're not touching anyone else, right?
Nope.
Okay, so yeah, that's the only thing I'm going to say. I'm not going to waste my time taking the tokens off this time, so.
That's fine. She's gonna go to this wall here that isn't broken down. And she's going to do this.
Lyric was here with a W-U-Z. Lyric was here.
Does the wall crumble?
Okay, Skull Smash, or Mountain Blood, I need you to make a Constitution saving throw, please.
Okay.
It's
Well,
aiming towards this wall up here. He would be
It
out of
says
range.
centered on self.
Oh, this is not. Yeah, it's Okay, I'm sorry. You're right.
Hang on,
Thunderwave is a
straight.
weird spell to where it's typically up to the DM's interpretation of if
I-
you want to make a cube around the person, or if you want to have it centered on self, pushing forward 3 by 3.
I have been playing way too much Baldur's Gate 3.
14?
Nah, I get exactly where you're coming from too, because that's how I would always end up playing it, to where it's centered on you, but you can. I always did it where you could push it out in front of you, not it's like a big poof dome around you.
We've been doing it as a circle, so I will accept it as it being a circle. That's fine. That is absolutely okay because I was going to do something else on top of it. So,
Okay, so you take 7 thunder damage, Mountain Blood.
do I see a physical form of Mountain Blood here, or some sort of projected image of Mountain Blood here?
Okay, roll a perception check or arcana check.
13.
Yes, as you cast that, you see... What would your reaction be to taking that damage, Mountain Blood? You there?
Mountain of blood.
Skull Smasher, were you there?
Oh, sorry. Didn't really. I forgot I was muted. So just naturally reacting to it, I would like seize up and like protect my head.
Yeah, as you see Mountain Blood do that, as the wall crumbles around you too, because that didn't take much to damage that.
As he's being pushed, she's gonna do this. She's gonna go ahead and throw a healing word at him and see if that heals him as he's being pushed.
As you feel a mysterious wave of healing energy wash over you, Skull, or Mountain Blood, as you heal back 9.
The hell?
With that, she's just gonna boop herself back.
And you see Mountain Blood standing there confused as to what's going on.
She's gonna tap him right on his pectoral. Be like, "Sorry about that, big guy.
That was you?
Yeah, I was experimenting with my magics in there."
Well, give me a heads up next time.
You want to boop?
I
Silo
did boop
perks
you.
up.
I've made
So,
sure you're okay.
it seems to affect not only physical stuff, but mortals as well. This could be quite dangerous indeed.
If put into the wrong hands, yes.
It could be quite dangerous if weaponized.
Someone said they had a piece of the crystal, right?
Yes, it's in the ring that I have.
Silo kind of... Whoops.
Whoa, he's stretching.
It's-
He's being spaghettified.
Kind of runs up. Ooh, interesting. I suppose this seemed to have fixed the... Kind of looks at your arm. Yeah. Good. Glad this worked.
Yeah, more. I would be lying if I said I wasn't curious to see what interacting with the other time crystals does.
So, now the trouble is locating them.
Oh, I know a relative location of each of them.
How did you manage that?
Time bullshit, a mix of time bullshit and god bullshit.
Ah, yes. Okay, where are they?
There's one far to the north in the domain of the white dragon Yuki, and there's one off to the far east in the desert.
Oh, when you heard him say Yuki, when he said Yuki, oh, that it's by that bitch. Oh,
Yeah, she seems
Not a
she seems really really pissed off that there's a structure she can't get into, and that's most likely where the temple where the crystal is being held.
how did you talk to her?
Braytarth contacted her.
Yes, I suppose he's probably in league with her and the other three ancient chromatic dragons.
By the way, just for notes, it's just us. Braytar nearly got assassinated by our mutual unlikable pal. At least,
Really?
Someone made an
Yeah,
attempt on Braytarth.
Harvey specifically.
Ugh. And which one of us was it? Him himself or one of his flunkies?
Flunkies. I did say it was Harvey specifically.
Oh, you did say? Okay, I didn't hear you say that.
No.
Ugh. Wait. I thought Ingvar killed him.
Yeah, I'm gonna hit up, give him that sad bad news. He's a lich.
Yeah,
So-
one word phylactery.
Give me just because I think I did, give me an arcana or history check for that too, Victor. I guess everyone can give me a history check about it.
I just
Will mine be a disadvantage or a normal?
I'll be normal.
Alright, all history.
All history, all the time.
23.
15.
18.
Derek?
Good.
Lyric is dead.
Not again.
Oh, it's muted.
Can't believe Heavy is dead.
Okay, so yeah, I'll just go with what you have because everyone got the check here. You remember something about him seemed like he was sickly for a lich.
Aren't they all sickly?
More so
No,
than
there's-
normal.
There was something unusual about him. He didn't really seem fully formed.
Fully
I
functional.
might
and
say
fully
he-
operational and
Fully
murderous.
operational. He seemed incomplete somehow.
He is not
There's
full
something-
lich, but
There's something wrong with him. I can't really place my finger on what because I'm not a resident expert on liches, but something didn't quite seem right about him.
Skull, you seem to remember that his wife, the one lady that made the zombie or the meat puppet out of your old clan leader, let me get her name again.
Mhm.
Wilhelmina seemed to want to do something with their son.
their son. Hmm.
Yeah. This is above board. Yeah, they have a son. They need him for some kind of ritual.
But that's all I know.
Same. This is off the top of my head.
Yeah, Isaac, their son.
Yeah.
And I just kind of mentioned that. It's like, I thought I recall this.
We're just gonna look at Nildeyr. Do you think maybe that Isaac was the last piece from becoming a full lich?
I think they're trying to jump back or jump forward into time to try and correct it.
No, I don't think they know about this. Not yet. It's mostly about why it was. Liches don't appear sickly. They just appear dead and they appear deadish and full of malice.
So it's likely he either wasn't complete or something went wrong with the ritual.
Like they said a vowel or something out of place.
Yeah.
So
It could be a number of things, but it's just a theory, a spell theory.
I'm gonna slap you, I swear.
boom.
That's a character.
No, I just had to because I remember what Wimpy said about there being a cameo in the FNAF movie.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, I saw that. Yeah.
I'm still upset that they used him instead of the undisputed king of Five Nights at Freddy's, Marky Moo.
Hey, he couldn't.
He was supposed
busy.
to, but he couldn't make
So-
it because of scheduling conflicts.
Damn. I was
Yeah.
wondering why they didn't get him.
Yeah.
All right. Back to the
Yeah,
conversation.
back
at
to
hand.
game.
Back to actual game. So yeah, I was there. We took care of him before he could do any lasting
Temporarily.
damage.
Yeah, I
Well, it's-
suppose you didn't have his phylactery on him, so he'll be back.
Again, I'll
They
be able to
always
deliver
come back.
Ingvar the bad news.
And in greater numbers.
And equally as frustrating.
Also, Wilhelmina might have also popped over, and made some changes to the food we're delivering the Braitar, which explains why he was asleep and knocked out during the whole fight.
So he drugged him, huh, with food. Knowing him, that's a good way to get under his skin and deal something with him. Now he's probably going to be more paranoid about that, so that probably won't work again.
On the bright side, we have a non-aggression pact with Braitar in his kingdom.
Ah,
We're all working towards putting an evil, nasty lich back into the ground where he belongs.
so you couldn't get the weapon from him then, I take it, though.
No,
Not yet.
so
Unfortunately, not.
went for the next best thing.
Well, at least we know where it is, and he should keep it out of his hands at least, so that's better than nothing.
And we know that he at least has no aggression towards us at the moment.
And sharing of information, but that's about it. So, at the very least, one less piece we have to worry about. At least not right away. And honestly, it's nice to have a few allies in this whole endeavor outside of just us.
The enemy of the enemy is my friend in this situation, fortunately.
Yep, yep.
Oh, so we're going to be heading back to the capital now?
Yes, about that, though. Mr. Blue Dragon, I didn't catch your name. I have yet to earn my name. Ah. Very well. So,
Lyric raises a finger.
Cerulean.
Raises her hand.
Actually, no. I'm gonna call you Indigo from now on.
what were you going to say, Lyric?
I think we should call you Chrono.
Chrono? Chrono? What does that mean?
Time.
Time?
Or something close to it. Yeah. Since you're out of time. Figuratively, not literally.
Yes,
When-
it is a
when the
word
pro-
that
Also literally, but not. Yeah.
it's a word that has an association with time.
I'd like to adjust it linguistically to Cronus.
I will accept this for now. So, Silo perps up. Chrono. So, you
Never get a name, everybody.
have nowhere really to go, right? I would assume. And this crystal needs protection. I'm pretty sure with the Emperor here, he'd be welcome to build this fort around you and you help protect it. Would that be agreeable? Not my ideal living area, but I suppose it could work for now. Very well, then. I need to get these people back to the capital. I will be back in a little bit if you could stay here and keep this safe for us, okay?
Be back in a flip.
I hear the choo-choo of the plot train.
Very well. He kind of settles down. So if anybody comes to take it or do anything with it, I have permission to kill them?
anybody who's not with the Empire.
Yes, as long as they're with me and I give you clearance not to kill, give them clearance. Please do anything in your power to make sure no one does something catastrophically bad with this thing. That I could probably do. Okay, guys. He kind of pops over to the side here. I want to enlarge him this time. Everyone hop on. I'll take you back to the capital.
Hop, hop, hop.
As Lyric gets on to our wonderful gold dragon, she's going to look back at Chrono, give a small wave and a wink.
He kind of kind of scoffs and looks the other way.
No! Oh.
Can I make a perception check?
Sure.
I just want to see if I see this. If I see Lyric flirting with the dragon.
I have played many a bards, and I have
Yes.
never romanced a dragon.
Nice.
He
Whatever
didn't
it
want to
is.
show you. You could tell, Nildeyr. He didn't want to show her that he was actually happy to get the name. I made him Sundari, yes.
Oh my.
Oh my.
Oh my.
Anyway, let's get this train rolling. Victor wants to go sleep in his own bed.
As everyone give me a strength check.
All right.
Can I give it athletics instead?
22.
As Nildeyr does a running jump and just latches on to one of his legs. Kind of like a koala does to a tree branch.
So is that a check or save?
Check.
Got it.
Also, I never got an answer to my question. Athletics? Can I use athletics instead, or do I have to straight stripe? Straight.
Sure, you can use athletics if you have that too.
I don't
Thank
have
you.
athletics. Oh jeez.
Thank you.
I say it's the same roll regardless for me.
Nice.
So
Yeah.
Same roll regardless for me, so this is gonna be interesting.
So 20.
10.
20 for 28.
Yeah, as Victor, you kind of do that thing that Johnny Depp does as Jack Sparrow in the first Pirates of the Caribbean movie, where he's just kind of standing there, one arm just kind of flying off in the distance, kind of all badass like. Skull, you have no Mountain Blood. You have no trouble latching onto him. Nildeyr, he's held on there pretty good, but he does notice that both Nildeyr and Lyric don't get the best grab. So he does take a little bit slow to get you there. Not at top speed, but so it takes a little bit longer to him to get you to the capital than what it took him to get there just now. So
Also, I'll pop her into an extra planar dimension just so he doesn't have anything to latch onto.
Well, the 28, you could probably hold on a pupper.
That's true. Yeah, let's go with that. Besides, how often does the dog get to fly?
It's just like when they hold their heads outside of the car window, but they're on a flying dragon.
Yeah.
as he lands you back at your guild house and heads off back to deal with the situation with this time crystal to keep it safe.
Oh, for extra points, can Victor slide off like Fletch Flintstone off the tail silo? Does it
Sure.
make sense?
I'll let that nat 20 slide.
Gotta make up for last time. Well, thanks for the ride, Silo.
Be safe. As he kind
Oh,
of
I
takes
can't-
off
I
again.
can't promise that. It's good to be home.
Lyric's gonna approach Nildeyr real quick.
Hmm?
Uh, can I see your ring real quick?
Can I ask why?
I want to see if it will transport me just like that crystal did. She looks at you, Nildeyr. It might be a good way for you to keep yourself out of battle.
Hmm.
You could still affect the material plane, but have none of the risk.
So what exactly are you planning to do?
And just play the note that I did that had me transport. If it works, you have some way to shift between dimensions and keep yourself safe. If it doesn't, at worst, I play a note.
Last time it's a team action, so by
All
all
right.
means, let's see if this works.
All right.
Okay, roll for it.
5.
Your notes echo across the city streets to no avail. Nothing happens.
Okay, see,
Oh,
like I
well.
said, nothing happening. Just wanted to see.
Give me an Arcana check, both of you.
Damn. Being a high arcana bard is crazy.
Yeah.
Jesus.
All right.
Yeah, you both kind of surmise that you probably have to be by the main crystal for that to work.
Blake just kind of looks at him. Yeah, figured as much. Just wanted to see, though.
Yeah, it seems
So-
to be too small of a fragment.
Also, hey Malblood, how was it? How was it in the Astral Sea?
Fun.
Lyric just looks at Victor. I offered to show you.
Nah, I'm not going there. I have enough problems without adding more to my list of strange magical objects that does weird things. That's how I got
Yeah.
cursed. Remember?
Yeah, screw this
I'm not
plane.
happy.
We're going back to the astral plane with astral blackjack and astral hookers.
Look, if it really means that much to you, next time, Crystal, I'll slap it right upside its face and see what happens. Otherwise, yeah, no, I'm not.
Yeah, I would have refrained from you touching any of those crystals.
And to be fair, I don't know how me being God cursed would interact with that. That seems problematic.
Yeah, certainly wouldn't mind going back. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Same but different.
Anywho, don't you two have to get? Let's see, what time is it? Is it day or night? Since
It's about noon.
Oh, good. I'm gonna go check out my new armor, see if it's done. I'll be seeing you all later.
Didn't you have the new armor? Oh wait,
No,
no, this is the one you were having. What's his name make? Right?
Yeah. So he's gonna head over to the blacksmith.
I thought wasn't the artificer making it? Or am I thinking wrong?
I thought it was the blacksmith variant. Give me a minute. Talk much else.
It's been a while. I might just be drawing a blank.
See. And my notes are incredibly vague for that session. I don't remember anymore. I'll have to look at it later. Anyway, in that case, I'll go check in with the. Actually, I should check in with the guild house and see what's going on since we've been away. Worst case scenario, I'll worry about it next session.
Hmm.
Because I know you got the one armor that you had made, correct?
Yeah, I have the. I picked up the +1 plate mail. I'm looking at the +2. Because God no, I could use some more AC. Considering the last time I got slapped around. That's one of the two. Again, I'll worry about it later. Once I've had a chance to review.
I don't think I wrote it down because I'm dumb. My bad.
Yeah, I didn't write it down either. So we're both of the bad. Anyway. Yeah, so Victor's gonna go to his guild house then. Go check in at VX.
Okay, well, it just so happened that's where he dropped you off, so.
Yeah.
Who knew?
There's Nildeyr's token. Oh, there he is.
Right.
Dun, dun. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun.
Let me move you over.
Dun, 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 dun.
Everyone give me a perception check.
13, double 13s.
Double sevens.
I do.
Dang it, Victor! You threw off the pattern. 7 double 7s, double 13.
Ah.
I can't be it.
20.
They can't all be winners.
Victor and Nildeyr, you both notice. Where's Nilithotep?
Was he on the dragon with us? Was clamped on the leg?
Still clinging on.
Kind of koala clamped.
Did he actually get off with Silo? When Silas dropped us off, or did he is he still on the leg?
Yeah, you don't know. He might still be clamped onto that leg.
Well, I'm sure that's a problem I'll have to deal with later. Great.
Let me check something here.
And now we play the waiting game.
Hmm. Trying to remember, do dragons just get spells that they can use if they want?
Ancient
I'm
Dragons.
trying to figure out if
absolutely.
Silo will have sending to say,
Yep.
hey, we have him.
You know, it doesn't say he does, but yeah. You don't know where he is.
That's gonna be that's gonna be my problem for later. I just hope he doesn't burn something down on the way over. Besides, he knows Fetterfall, right? Warlock's learn Fetterfall, right?
Hmm. You don't know. He might. You've never used it around you.
Until he knows, not my problem.
Hmm?
Anyway, so video's
Hey,
gonna end.
Victor, where's our buddy?
Probably Clue Clamp and Lego Silo.
He's fine. He's fine. It's good.
He's having the time of his life. Don't spoil it.
Fair enough.
Either that or I'm sure Silo will send him back.
Yeah, he's fine.
Given the best or worst case scenario, if he's around Silo, it'll be fine. You can think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's few other creatures that he would be safer around than Silo.
The video's gonna go into
And other creatures will be safer as long as he's around Silo.
And other creatures will be safer too when he's around Silo.
Yeah.
It's a win-win.
this video's gonna go in and go. I talk to EX and Electra as he sees the front table.
Electra's sitting there going, "Boss, you're back." She's like drinking something from a mug. Ah, yes, I see you have returned from your diplomatic mission, Victor. I hope it went well and we are not at war.
I can gladly say we are not at war.
Cheers.
Ugh, good. The Emperor did pass along a few funds to us for doing that of about 3,000 gold.
Mm,
Nice.
nice.
And has been put it into the guild's coffers.
I think that's awfully generous. That's awfully generous of him, considering he kind of slapped us together at the last moment. But yeah, things went well. We don't have to worry about we won't have to worry about the North for a while.
Yes,
Wow.
but both Snow just a second here. Snowbreaker and everyone else but Electra here is off on missions at the moment, so that's good. So we should have some more funds to the our name soon. Yeah, I just figured I'd take a little break. Sisters had a little well, it was some of our birthdays when you were gone. Suppose we could have told you that, but what's done is done.
No, it's not. It's not. Sounds like nothing major came up. It's been all quiet on the. All quiet on the home front. It's just. Weird takes his flask out and starts pouring himself a glass.
Yep. Elkione got us some of her vegetables she harvested, made some good roast and stuff like that. We had fun. Dad says hi, by the way.
I say hi, Dad, back.
Welcome as always.
Looks over at you, Lyric. Those things you totally that made there that one day are selling really good too.
There's gone.
Oh.
Oh.
When did I miss her leaving? That's not like me.
Womp womp.
Yeah, she does that.
Above game, where did you go, Lyric? So I know.
She's going to the Bard College because she wants to read up and understand sound resonance now a little bit better. She's now become fascinated with that crystal and how it works.
Sounds like a party.
So yeah, we'll jump cut to her at the college then. So you're looking through some of the libraries there when you see the headmaster Osborne come up to you. Ah, Miss Lyric, what book are you looking for today?
Anything in advanced sound resonance.
Sound resonance, huh?
I came across a magical device that allowed me to shift between planes when I played a specific note.
Hmm. Interesting. He kind of goes over to a section over here and pulls out a old-looking book and kind of blows the dust off of it. This is the one that seems to come to mind the best. I remember this one. I know it has to do with tuning forks and stuff like that. Could be your best bet.
Here's the thing, though. The plane that I shifted to wasn't a where. It was more of a when. And I could still interact with the material plane. Even the sound that I made there was able to cross over and cast magic onto an ally of mine.
Interesting. Now that I think about it, maybe this would be something you want to talk with the head priestess over at the... What did I name it? Names. The Optimus Maximus, Miss Ramael. She might be able to help get you better insight to this than I could.
Miss Ramaniel, okay. Do you mind if I take the tuning fork book? It
Oh, of course,
may
of
offer
course.
in some sort of insight that might be related. I'll be sure to return it to you when I'm done studying it over.
Yes, yes. You are a graduate of this college, but you are still welcome to partake and learn at the there's no reason to ever end your studies and become better. There is no such thing as a peak when it comes to music.
That's my feeling as well.
Mm.
All right. Thank you for your time. She does a little curtsy bow and she'll head over to Ramiel.
Ramiel. Ramiel.
Ramiel. There we go. Ramiel.
Ramiel, oh Ramiel, wherefore art thou, Ramiel?
At the Maximus place.
The big temple with the giant glowing fire sun orb above it that
Yes.
propels undead.
Oh yes, the temple with the big fuck you sun, second sun of the sky.
Yep.
Stop. You're okay. You're fine. You are fine.
You always do feel a bit at peace when you're at this place. Lyric.
You are fine. I believe in you. What do you want?
As you see a few clerics and paladins coming and going from here, see a few of them, and you can tell they're all in different sets of armor that seem to denotate which god they serve. So you have a few of them dealing with there's kind of like a little set outside that's kind of like a healing area where they cast like some of the healing word stuff on people to help them out if they're injured and stuff like that, kind of a small medical facility.
Dang.
But you see a lady kind of walk in the front gate that looks somewhat important. Not in armor, but more really big flowing what's the word for it? Like what's the clothes the Pope wears called? Gowns.
Is this Miss Ramiel?
You would assume. But you went inside the main temple.
She's gonna follow right behind.
Trying to remember if anyone's actually been inside this temple before.
I think Victor, Eric, and Mountblood was once.
Yeah, and yeah, I know you were inside of here during that dream too,
Yeah.
Victor. But yeah, as the way this temple looks, it's got the big dome at the top of it. You can kind of see the sun, the eye of Solaire, kind of shining light in here. So basically, anytime it always looks like it's noon inside of here. Got a bunch of stained glass windows on the side, denoting each of the different gods. Although it seems to be, you notice one of the sections, it's just a basic window. There's no stained glass to it or anything. It just seems out of place. But kind of a bunch of pews in there, a big center part where the priest would do like sermons and stuff like that. See a few people praying here and there. And you see the one lady in the big gowns kind of going around talking to people. Giving them like words of advice from what you can tell.
We'll just kind of try and get her attention real quick. Miss.
She kind of sees the person she's talking to. Yes, just a moment, my child. I'll be right back. Looks like this other wayward child needs help. Kind of walks up to you. I don't believe I've seen you in here before, miss. What is it? I am Ramael, the head priestess of the Temple of Optimus Maximus. What can I do for you today?
Yes, well, I was advised by, Head Bard Osborne that you might have some answers for me, and she'll just kind of, summarize what happened. It's able to attune with an arcane object with sound that transposed her in a different Wen reality.
Interesting. These sound similar to lost artifacts of the gods. Have you heard of these devices before? That was a question. Okay.
I'm trying to think if Lyric would say yes or no.
Well, give me a history check first to see if Lyric would know.
Lyric would know because she's the knife and the other stuff. Victor's sword. She would know about
These are
them.
something different, so roll a history check.
Oh, okay. Okay. That gives me a little bit more brevity.
You remember hearing tales of other kind of strange artifacts that were like creations of the god that bestowed boons upon their most devout believers, but you've never really interacted or really heard much about them besides that.
She'll just kind of look at her and just go, I don't think I've come across them, best of my knowledge.
Yes, I know there've many have been lost to time due to the ravages of war, mishandling by those who got them that should not have had the means to use them, or people using them for gains for their own self other than the means of the people. They've been lost to time. I know I've been trying to locate some, and I may actually have a lead on one, because if I remember right, you work with Mr. Victor's group and the his new guild, correct?
That's correct.
So I believe I can get you some information on those. It would take time for me to acquire it. If you could have Victor's group assist me in locating this artifact as payment. Well, and we'd throw some money his way as well, if that would help grease the wheels.
Well, I'm certain if you send him some sort of documentation of official work, he'll definitely at least look at it.
Yes. I know this is a artifact of Sonata, too, so I believe you would be quite interested in finding it as well.
It will give me more reason to convince him more harshly that we should do it. Yeah.
Are you a believer in Miss Sonata? Or active worshiper of her?
She just kind of looks more passive. It's strange. When you look to gods, you tend to start thinking they control everything for you. I'm more of those ones that is proactive and I make my own luck.
So it's more like you would worship more the god of luck, Regulus, then, huh?
Not so much. I think the work that I put in is I will get rewarded for the work that I put in, regardless of who I worship. So I just kind of just go.
But yes, I will pay him and his company a visit as soon as I can, and see if we can get some
Excellent.
contract worked out.
So do another little fancy bow curtsy and thank you very much for your time.
Yes, I will
I
go
appreciate.
look through our church's records to see if I can find something as well. It'll take me some time because they're not really a library. They're just kind of thrown down there. Dewey and his decimal system weren't invented when this was started. Maybe I should pray to Regulus to help me find it quicker. So we're gonna cut back to the guild hall then.
By the way, I figured out it was the blacksmith.
It was the blacksmith?
has the
Okay,
armor.
cool.
Yeah, the our artificer, our Doctor Nefario upstairs, is looking into a cloak of protection.
You mean he's not making you the fart gun?
No,
Art
sadly, he's
gun.
I said dart gun, not. Oh.
Well, hey, Nildeyr, if Nildeyr wants a fart gun, he's going to get a fart gun just for him.
Electra pops up. Ugh. Sounds like dad after the wrong food.
Oh,
But yeah, I should pay our artificer friend a visit. His name I'm blanking on all of a sudden.
I don't think I ever actually met him.
Would you like to? He's, let's say, he's a bit eccentric, but so is everyone else around here. So what's new?
You know, sadly, he went out on a errand as well, so he is not in house at the moment as well.
Well, I know someone who is in house I can talk to. Where's Jimmy?
Jimmy.
You mean Joey?
The person, Joey, Jimmy, whatever.
Joey Shabadoo?
John Jacob Jacob.
Yeah,
Anyway,
he's still hanging around up in the attic, or the top floor. Still his dreary old, weird talking self. Ledger pops up. Yeah, he's got to be cursed in some way.
Wouldn't put it past it. So, yeah, you wouldn't have me on no for the blacksmith's armor. It's ready.
No, he says it's going to take longer than he thought, so...
I don't know.
Getting an armor of that quality takes time, unfortunately.
Fair enough. Let's see. Basic expense. Let's see. You said we got 3,000 gold back from the Emperor.
Yep.
Let's see. What did I say? The cut was. One moment. Because he wants to take a portion out, just that's going to go in the company stores, and the rest split amongst the party.
Above game as well, Victor, if you want to message me how you want that armor to actually look too, so I know.
Sure thing.
Make it look classy.
Well, it's definitely going to be black. I can tell you right now, it's going to be black. At least, Let me get my words together.
Black
It's gonna be
with
black
s-
armor with gold trim and something red for any kind of decoration.
Okay.
It's going to be quite the gentleman.
Yeah.
It'll be black with shades of darker black.
Because if I remember right, I told you this. The one you
No,
have right now is
not
black
gold.
with kind of like wolf accents all over it.
Yes. It's like one. I like black and red. It look gold. It looks really snappy. Two, it's easier to clean.
Yeah, it doesn't show dirt.
And blood doesn't stick to it, and blood doesn't stain it quite as bad. Have you ever tried to clean chainmail Bound in Blood? Have you?
Yes. Yes, I have.
Why
It's
do
not
that?
fun.
Yeah.
Rather just
Uh,
bathe in it.
Good for you.
It's good for the skin.
Yes.
As you hear a knock on the door, may I come in?
It depends.
Does Victor recognize the voice?
Yes.
Doors
It
open.
is the head priestess.
Just the head.
Victor's just gonna swallow
Just the
back.
head of the priestess.
Victor's
gonna
just
roll
gonna,
with it.
he's gonna take that shot glass he pulled out earlier and just finish the rest of it. Come in.
Ah. Good evening, Mr. Victor and company. How does Sonata find you on this lovely day?
Crap.
Do I know this priestess?
Give me a history check.
Or I should say, do they know of me? History.
You heard
check.
me. Give me a history check. You asked if you knew
Got it.
her.
I got it. Hold on. The answer's probably gonna be no, but here we go. Come on, roll 20. I clicked
Roll.
history. Roll 20, please. 16.
Yeah, she looks a lot like when you, the head priestess of the temple when you were, back 1,000 years ago, Istrafel.
Hmm. Excuse me. Do you happen to be related to or likely descended from Istrafel?
He ponders for a moment.
As the head priestess at the beginning of the Empire.
Yes, I believe that was my ancestor. We've been, my family has been the head priestesses of the temple for many, many generations.
You look just like her.
Huh. Weird. I know elves are long-lived, but that's 1,000 years ago.
Don't think too much into it.
Nildeyr's very astute.
He walks up to you, looks you in the face, kind of tugs on your cheek.
I know.
I see. But goes back to Victor. So, I have a mission I'd like to propose for your group here.
I see. And just Victor will look back and he asks to give him the look of get out pen and paper. We're gonna need to get a contract going.
Lyric, question for you. What would you do after you got done talking to the priestess?
Victor was gonna go talk to Jimmy Zavadu.
No, Lyric.
Oh, Lyric. Oh,
What time of day is it?
Little after noon now.
Oh, she going to go get some tacos.
Taco, so you're going to the Seven Sisters. Got it.
Oh, you're going to get some tacos? You're going to get a taco and a corn tortilla?
hard shell, soft shell.
You get wild and order both of them.
Ironically, I had tacos for lunch today. Or supper, dinner, whatever.
I
I did
normally
too.
do tacos on Thursday, but the place I normally go to stopped having a taco special of 59-cent tacos on Thursdays, so I no longer go there.
Hate those
Unfortunate.
places.
So, have you heard of artifacts called the Relics of the Gods, Mr. Victor?
That's the question. Would he have? I mean, yes. You know,
Everyone can do a
suck.
history check.
History.
History is a mystery.
Or
If
religion.
Victor
I say that would be an optional check as
Damn it.
well, I should say.
Hmm.
Can Victor get an advantage considering he's literally holding one?
No,
Hmm.
because these are different things, like I told Lyric before.
Yesterday is history, tomorrow a mystery,
I
but
wasn't
today
paying-
is a
I
gift.
wasn't paying attention only so I
That's
wouldn't
why it is called the
for the sake
present.
of not metagaming.
Beep, beep, beep.
See, because Victor wasn't there. For
24.
All right, so
Garbage.
with an 18, what does Victor know?
You have heard of these things before, both Victor and Nildeyr. Victor, your father seemed to mention these things before about hoping he could ever get the chance to hold one to get a boon or blessing from a god themselves. Nildeyr, you're a little bit more familiar with them because they weren't as lost to time 1,000 years ago, but you know that they were like trials or challenges the gods left behind to get boons from them by completing tasks within them.
Hmm.
Basically, it's sent into like a pseudo universe or some kind to complete a test.
So kind of like the trials of Heracles.
In theory, yes. That's possible.
So Victor will pipe up and say, "Aren't artifacts of the gods? Aren't those magical items? Those legendary pieces that are used to gain blessings from the gods?"
Ah, yes. So you have heard of them. I know they're not very common knowledge these days. Ledger pops up. Oh, yeah, my dad mentioned those things before, too. He says they're not worth the time and energy going into them because the gods are, shouldn't be trusted.
Hmm. I knew several people who went after them, but I don't remember hearing of any who actually received a boon.
As, Ramiel kind of glares at her.
Electra.
Yeah. And who is your father, pray tell, miss? Oh, Atlas that runs the, Seven Sisters. Oh, yeah, that makes sense coming out of him.
Yeah, the only reason I know about him is because my father wouldn't shut up about him. So, he's a little obsessed.
Ah, yes, I suppose. He was named after one after all, because I know who your father is. He has been in the temple many times.
Wouldn't surprise me. Never took.
I haven't been in the temple in a very long time.
So I know your friend Lyric was coming to me about trying to find information about something with resonating crystals or something. I forgot what she said. I'm looking into it for her. But I believe we've a random parishioner the other day mentioned that he may have come across one of these to the goddess Sonata that we need to investigate. I'd be willing, on the behalf of the church, to have you guys safely located and bring it back to the temple for safekeeping.
And how much retail would you be looking to? I don't want to say pay. Compensate. That's a better word. How much
Compensate,
would you
yes.
compensate us for retrieving and bringing back?
So you're
Well, we'd
asking
be-
her how much this thing is worth to her.
Yes, these things are one-of-a-kind artifacts the gods bestowed upon the world. I'd be willing to compensate you quite well for it. I know the church has plenty of offerings and tithes that we should be able to compensate you well. What is a good asking price?
Well, let's see, what would be your guys' price? Give me a moment.
Everyone give me an insight check.
Inside.
Okay.
Balls. 20. Dirty 20.
Is that okay with 24?
14.
Skull and Victor, you can tell she's trying to get a lowball price out of you.
Go higher. Go higher.
Hmm.
Because Vader's going to first ask. Before we get into discussing price, where was it located? It wouldn't be any place dangerous, would it?
No.
We believe it to be somewhere near Acrux to the south.
Well, see, this is a very unique item. How much would it goes to south? So, in Imperial territory, correct?
What was that?
This would be in Imperial territory.
Yes, we
Not
believe
like
so.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna text you a number, and this is a number that's gonna come up very late. He's not gonna say because he's trying to gauge whether or not this would be a good asking price for the equivalent of a legendary artifact. Because he is looking to break this up, just like not to go too crazy. Boop.
Where are you sending this, you said, Victor?
I am PMing this to you.
Okay.
I'm now just imagining Yojimbo from Final Fantasy X. Do we have a deal?
Did you send it yet? Because I haven't seen it. Oh, there it is. Okay.
Yeah. This is a one of kind artifact. Lost of time.
And where were you going to say this?
No, he's trying to figure if this would be a good asking price, like based upon insight and because he knows he's trying to lowball him, and because Victor leveraged for a higher asking price. He just wants to see at what point she's going to balk. Okay.
With your roll, I'd say that'd be a good thing. A good price.
Okay. Got it. So Victor's just gonna do that whole fingers in a temple kind of looking as he's thinking about it. 10,000 gold, 25% up front, remainder on delivery. How's that sound?
Little now, little later.
It's a wonderful kind of artifact, and you are working with a group that knows how to get results.
Cat holds out her hand.
Victor will hold out his.
Very well. This would do fine as she pulls out. Let me get the breakdown on this here quick. As she hands you, where is this on here? Make sure I remember this breakdown right. She just hands you a bar of gold that's worth 2,500 gold.
And of course, I'll have EX draw the paperwork, so everything's on the up and up. Of course, we won't be leaving until everything's signed.
Yes, of course. I will. Mr. EX, I believe it was. Would you like to accompany me to the temple so we can work up the paperwork there? Sure. As he kind of hobbles away with his cane. I haven't been there yet. I should take some time to explore in a while. It'd be good to see it again. Very well. Let us be off, as they kind of meander off. That'll be an interesting thing. Electra kind of perks up. Shame I can't go along with that, because I promised Dad something. Sorry.
No worries. Thanks for mine. Thanks for mine the store of EX while we were away.
Kind of does a offhand, like a generic kind of salute.
Let's see. Also, I figured you needed some time away from Naughty Boy, considering how much trouble he gave you.
Speaking of which, where is he?
As far as I remember, he's hanging off the leg of Silo over into the palace. So,
Uh,
oh, that's gonna be a story when he gets
He's
back.
in good hands.
Very
You know-
good, very good hands.
that mission I went on him, there was never a dull moment. At least.
Yeah,
That
yeah.
Tabaxi we saved did not have fun with him. And I could tell there was some bad blood between him and you.
I would say bad blood, more like guy can't take a joke. Alistair's kind of an ass.
Well, from the sounds like it, you kind of sent him on the chase that got him trapped in that temple to begin with.
They're just gonna do that sly smile, like I have no idea what you mean. Wink.
Yeah, sure you don't. Just watch
Anyway.
yourself if you happen to head out towards Altair again.
Oh, I'm sure he has a knife for my back. At some a knife for my back pointed at some point. Anyway, he's gonna pass Electra some, basically, get yourself something nice, especially for the family. Also, he's gonna pass 200 gold, just kind of as a bonus.
And that's from the coffers, correct?
It's more from Victor's personal store.
Okay,
This is
fair
just him
enough.
saying thank you. This is less of a business thing and just more of a, hey, thanks for making sure my place hasn't been burnt down and doing all that. So yeah, it's more of a that's why it's considered more of a personal
Yeah, I will
a personal
update
favor.
update said thing here.
Yep. And I've updated my gold cover that. So yeah, it would just be a nice hefty patch of gold.
So the guild fund should be up to date. Until you distribute stuff to everyone else.
Yeah, he is going to, let's see, he is going to divide the from the, that was what, 2,500 gold. What was that gold bar?
Yeah, and then 3,000 from the mission to the Idfell.
Yeah, let me get some quick math, because he's going to take off 500 gold from the gold bar as soon as it's sold. That's going straight into the company coffers. I can't find my note where I had the I think it was what 15 to 25% was going to coffee coffers. Everything else gets split amongst the party, or gets split amongst the people doing the job. Yeah, let's make math easier for me. Now I'll put in notes so that way I can find this again. $25%. Small job. Coffee.
So Mountain Blood and Nildeyr, what would you guys like to do then?
If there's nothing else really going on, just I just have a. I'll just kick back with a couple pints if possible, and then just kind of
Head over to the Seven
chill out.
Sisters.
Yep, just mellow out there before heading home for the night.
Okay. Nildeyr, how about you?
I didn't really have any plans. Possibly just go to the mage college then.
Okay.
And basically, let's see if I get that bar of gold into actual coinage. And then, like I said, by next day we'll have everything split up for the pass out to people.
Excellent.
And you were gonna go talk to Joey Shabadoo, correct?
Yeah, that was gonna be
okay.
after he drops he'll drop off the gold bar into the company coffers before you go talking to him first.
Okay, so yeah, he is up on 3rd floor, which would be south of here. On maps, I'll zoom you over there. And he's kind of just standing in this little hallway thingy here.
Joey, how you doing?
I am doing. Things have been set in motion that cannot be undone. Forces make their moves. Lost items are locations known. The old master has plans.
Would this have something to do with, chaos or the previous president here?
The voices in my head are telling me things. For 1,000 years he has been trying. His weakness almost found.
By whom? Who's close to finding out his weakness?
Words have no meaning. The protection on me stops me from saying more.
Is there any way I can persuade him to give me some more detail about him breaking whatever geese that's on him?
Okay, give me a persuasion check.
Don't mind if I do. 16. Nah, it's not a good roll. Well,
Ugh.
anyway.
Ugh. As he kind of holds his head in pain. Must protect
So-
this place. You mean it no harm, correct?
Correct.
Good. Then I must... As he kind of walks down the stairs. He's in the movie there properly, too.
Yes, yeah, could you?
As he's kind of in the gnome's workshop. The gnome, he's making things also to protect this place. I help him as best I can. I must rest now. I am sorry. As he goes back up the stairs.
Speaking of never dull moments. Well, yeah, that's.
As you hear him walking up the stairs, says, "This stuff better than what they made here previously." The snake
Yeah.
knows.
Did you say snake?
Yep.
Snake. Can Victor make an intelligence test to try and piece that together? What he's been hearing?
You can try.
Because that's some cryptic ass. That's all get out. Nope.
Yeah, you have no damn clue about what the heck he meant by snake.
Gotta tuck that under my hand for now. Victor's gonna go home.
Okay.
Because I'm pretty sure his place is still kind of should be repaired by now from the last event.
And with that, we're gonna jump to the Seven Sisters. Second, I didn't bring my screen to it. As Mountain Blood walks in, just as you're sitting down in there too, Lyric. I'm gonna move her here. There's a few other people in here I'm not gonna waste my time putting tokens up for. You see Maya studying a book in the corner, as always. And you see Taigeta going around. Let me see, which one is she again? What I made her specialty. She's kind of like sweet-talking a bunch of the patrons in here going, oh, you should try these new things called tacos that we have here. They're the most interesting combination of flavors you'll ever have. It's meat, cheese, either a soft or crunchy outside to them, and any kind of toppings you like. They're the next best thing, and like she's charisma up, trying to slay these things out.
She's doing her job.
She is a silver tongue devil. Alice kind of goes, I love when she's working the tables. She always sweets talking to people buying way more than they should.
Yeah, she knows her way around. That's for sure.
If anyone
So
hasn't
it's
figured
going-
out the gimmick I have for 6 of these 7 sisters.
Nope, no idea what you've done with these sisters.
Well, you haven't been around long enough to know. You'd be the one that probably would have the most trouble knowing.
They all have a very high base stat of something.
Yup.
Interessante.
So, Miss Lyric and Mountain Blood, what brings you in today?
Tacos.
Tacos?
Ale.
She nods.
Ah, yes, I know. She's not here, but Elkion kind of went with it, and she decided to slow roast some pork with a bunch of spices on it to get a nice flavor. Then we ripped it all to shreds and kind of made a pulled pork kind of thing with it as the meat for them. How many would you like today?
All.
All?
All of them.
Okay, so you're gonna buy them for everyone in the bar? Wink, wink.
No, for me.
So,
Okay, I'll give you a 10 plate.
More.
20?
more.
All.
That just reminds me of that fucking Ron Swanson meme of I know what you probably heard was bring me a
Shit.
lot of eggs and bacon. What I said was bring me all the bacon and eggs you have.
Okay,
She
I'll
just
see
pulls it-
about what I can do for
She-
you then.
She'll pull out the book about the tuning forks. Sorry, I get hungry when I have to read.
So what you reading up on then?
Tuning forks, where are my tacos?
Tuning
It's
forks
been
and
5 seconds, Lyric. Give it some time, lady.
She points to the man behind her. He has tacos, where are my tacos?
tacos.
Mountain Blood, what do you need?
Oh, just ale.
Ale?
Something easy.
Pours you a pint, and he walks back into the kitchen.
Thank you.
Give me a perception check, Lyric. You basically hear, I know she said she wants all of them. That's like 200 tacos. That's all. Do I really want to give her that many? Fine, I'll give her 10 for now, and she asks more, I'll give her more. He walks out with a plate of 10 of them. I'll give you more once you finish this plate.
Is that all the tacos you have?
Well, all that are prepared right now. I'll get you more once they're prepared.
More tacos, please.
I'll get onto them as soon as I can.
All of them, please.
More. All of the
She
tacos.
starts reading the book. Do I need to make checks or saves for Constitution as she scarfs down these tacos?
Constitution saves.
Okay,
I'm
here
sure
we
she don't
go.
explode.
Let's see
Nat
if I
one.
have anything that will help. Hold on.
Call it Nat
Okay.
one.
I have stuff that might help. Let's go. 22 for the first
Nice.
plate.
So yeah, you have scarfed down this plate of tacos as you kind of start feeling a little pain in your stomach because you ate a lot of tacos. You can down some more, but it'll start getting harder to do that. As you doing that, you see Maya kind of looking at the books. Resonation, and what are you trying to learn then?
Tacos.
Oh, wait,
Yes, you could take that up with my dad. I asked you a question.
More tacos, please.
What are you trying to learn with the resonation stuff?
All of them, please.
She shrugs and walks off.
My God.
Eric is studying. She is focused on books and food.
Mom and Bloody her kind of mumbling as you hear her mumbling. I guess fine. I guess I'm not going to help you then. As Atlas brings you another 10 tacos.
Okay, what do I need to roll for the book?
Roll an intelligence check.
Damn, I want tacos.
Yeah, from what you're gathering, you know that when sounds are vibrating at a certain frequency, if another material or item has that same frequency, it'll cause the vibrations to resonate off of those things and making sound without having to make physical contact with the item in question.
Lyrics just walks over here to my to Maya. Puts the book down. Confirm, please. Also have taco.
Confirm
think.
what?
Confirm, please. Just this. She'll point to the paragraph about or the pages about what you just explained about residents without touching things.
So basically, from what I can tell, is when two objects that are of the same wavelength, you could say, are vibrating, they resonate with each other and cause them to vibrate at the same rate, even if the other one wasn't. Now, that rate could mean that they'll shake, cause the item to vibrate so violently it destroys itself, or even change its state of matter or existence to begin with.
She'll pull out her loot.
Is he gonna go
That
poof?
note. That note.
So,
Poof.
yes, I'd imagine that might be the resonant frequency for an item, but if the item's not here, I can't confirm what you're saying.
She'll point to Mountain Blood. He can confirm. She takes the book over. This.
She poofed.
Mountain Blood, give me an intelligence check. With disadvantage because you've been drinking.
Garbage. Let's see, 9.
9. You basically say, sound make people disappear. Not sure why.
Poop, go poof.
Need more tacos. She stuffs a taco in his mouth. Think better?
Oh,
As you
No.
see, Taigeta kind of taking out another platter of tacos over the table over here.
Lyric just stares at the taco platter just longingly. That's not all the tacos for me. Back the book. She put the
Atlas
book
brings
back.
you another plate of 5 this time.
Need to know more about book. Any tacos?
You need a bathroom right now.
She'll look at Atlas. Pot.
Chicos tacos.
What was that, Wimpy?
Where's Pot?
He points you
the
to
bathroom.
the outside. It's out there.
She runs outside.
And with that, I think that's a good place to end this session for the night.